Hi guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. This is a price analysis video on Cosmos, which is ticker ATOM. We'll take a look at what's going on in terms of price action, new all-time highs very recently, and then we'll have a look at some key levels in both the USDT and the BTC pairings and see where we could potentially pick up some orders, or if we're looking to take profit off a table, we'll have a look at some levels above. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and let's crack on. This video is in partnership with Cointelegraph's Markets Pro. If you want to get one step ahead of the game, go ahead and check your platform out. You'll find the link for that in the pinned comment and the description. So, Cosmos, Tether, daily time frame. I'm using a Binance chart here. It is getting a fair old chunk of volume. If we just take a quick look at some of the stats, I said the all-time high was 4 days ago. It was on the 20th of September, my birthday, $44.42. If you just look at the markets, see where he's getting most of that trading. Binance getting 20% of your entire market volume there. We're getting $515 million worth of trading. And overall, market cap's 11 billion. 24-hour trading volume is 2.4 billion, so it is a significant amount of money going through that. So looking at the charts, what we'll do first up is just have a zoom into the current situation, and we'll mark up the all-time high first. So that's the all-time high there, slight double tap there, and then a rejection. That rejection there was when Bitcoin had that shakeout, and we dropped all the way down to 39k. We lost that 40k level, but so far we've had a good bounce. If you're just looking at Bitcoin to the right hand side all the way to the top, we're knocking on 44k. 44k was support for a while. It's now resistance, but if we can get above that today, that will be bullish. That will be bullish for the rest of the market. But looking at ATOM here, that's the all-time high. We've done that retracement. I want to have a look at some buy zones now. So we'll drop into a 4-hour time frame. And I'm not going to go too in-depth in this. I'm just going to look at this latest move. So we've had that bounce off $28, been up to $41 on this latest move. If you look at the chart, remember everything moves in waves. Waves up, waves down. It never goes up in a straight line or never goes down in a straight line unless it's Bitcoin and it's having a big shakeout. But looking at this latest move here, we'll have a look at the Fibonacci and see where we could potentially look at investing. So again on this here, we've had that double tap. Looks like we're going to reject from here maybe. And if you're looking for some buy zones, I'd stagger a few orders in, or should I say ladder, from $36 all the way down to $33. I think orders within that range there could be a decent area for you to pick up some Cosmos. For me, I don't think there's much chance of us going lower. I mean, only if Bitcoin gets a shakeout. I've seen a few people on Twitter still throwing that bearish narrative out, and I'm not going to say they're wrong. I mean, there's always that potential that we could drop down to 38, 37, 36k. There's always that possibility there. For me, I'm still bullish, and I honestly think that up only from now on, but you just have to take a look at both sides of it. And for me, there's always a possibility if we did drop down. If we did drop down, I think you could feel some order around 28 down here, but for me, I think that period of bearishness is coming to an end. I did say for the last 6 to 7 weeks that September is historically a bearish month for cryptocurrency. Whenever the Bitcoin is bearish, the entire market does follow it, and that's exactly what's happened. But so far, looks like a V-shaped recovery forming here on the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, drop, impulse move up, bang, and it's pushing on. But remember, like I say, waves can happen, and these are the areas I would look at playing. I mean, if we did drop, you've always got 28 again, but for me, up only from this position. So up only, buy zones there, 36 down to 28, 28 being the most bearish option there. But what I also want to do is have a look at some levels above, and if we go back to a daily time frame, I mean, if you look at this entire move here, from this top to the bottom, we've pushed up, we're closing in on that $47 range there, on the 1.618, but this will give us some key areas where we could look at potentially looking at price predictions. I mean, we've got a massive level at 170 there, and in my opinion, that is not out of stretch, but I think the first target is going to be breaking this region here. Also, the 2.272 is always a great area for doing predictions, but that's too low. I think that's going to get absolutely swallowed up at some stage, and for me, I think the first major test is around, not $100, $99. That is a first major test, I think, in my opinion. And we've obviously got $50, which I think it will take a little bit getting through, but once it blasts through, $100 should come quite big. But if you're looking to take profit off the table, have some orders at around $98, $99. It won't get to 100 straight away. It'll probably move up in cycles, reject from here, and eventually when we do reject off this area, it will take a bit of getting through, and like I say, it might not quite make it to 100 before it does reject. So look at taking some profit at around $98, $99. And so that's that pair covered. A bit of a price prediction there for me. $99 is the first major step. I'm not saying that these won't be hit, but what we'll do is once we get up to these regions, maybe up to around, tell you what, once we break $50, I'll jump into some more analysis and have a look at a few key levels. But for me, I mean, you could say that's close to being a cup and handle breakout there, isn't it? We had that massive cup handle there and we broke to upside, so that's played out nicely. So that's some levels for you there, some buy zones, sell zones, and a bit of a price prediction thrown in there. Like I say, once we get above $50, what I will do is I'll jump in some more price analysis for you guys. Looking at this here, money flow indicator is in positive territory, what is we like to see. If we just take a quick look at the RSI too, what's the RSI saying? It's not saying anything because it's in a different colour. There we go. Slightly overbought then, but nothing to worry about. It was massively overbought there. Gives you a good indicator. It's this custom bands. It shows you when it's probably a good time to sell and a good time to buy. For me, it's coming back into around mid-ground, around 62% now, and it's ready for another leg up in my opinion. So let's see if we can get that push to the upside soon. So that's that pair covered. If we just take a look at the BTC pair in two, I know some people like to trade in Satoshis, and why the hell not build our Bitcoin up. Very similar scenario here. Let's just have a look. I don't believe we're at all-time highs in Satoshis. We are not. On Binance, we've been up to that region there. In terms of sats, that's 20,900 sats. Long way off that currently. If we look at that in terms of a percentage from current prices, we have a 125% move to make. I'm still expecting at some stage this year Bitcoin to go on a bit of a random run and regain some market dominance back. If that does happen, something like this will happen with the BTC pairs. They will pull back and you might be able to look at getting some orders down here around 6,000 sats. I know we're at 9,300 sats now, but if Bitcoin goes on a random rally and starts pushing hard, Satoshi pairs do start to feel the pain, and you might get some orders filled down there. But in terms of levels, there's not much above that. You've got this region here, what we're blasted through, and then you've got this region here and this region here, which will be tough to get through at some stage, but that's a long way off. We'll monitor the situation in terms of Tether and BTC and then get back to it very soon. So that's going to do it for today's analysis in those pairs. If I just take a quick look at the money flow indicator, which I've been using for a while now, this does give you some good ideas for trading setups if you're looking to either use your own trading style in terms of an indicator. And we'll go to Atom here, and as you can see, so this is a 5-minute time frame. I'm just going to give you an example. So looking at these red dots up here, this is an overbought RSI dot. This green band is resistance. When those red dots hit that resistance, it gives you a good time to sell. As you can see here, we dropped. Green oversold dots hit this purple band of support, and we're pumped to here. Then we drop down here and look at this. You can rinse repeat. You can also do it when you just hit levels of resistance and support and bounce back up. So far we've got a couple of red dots here, so let's monitor that and see if we get a drop down, see where this level of resistance goes. You might get some buys down at this point. The link for that Valkyrie Discord is in the pinned comment and the description of this video. Within that, it gives you a couple options, so you can come into here. This is a Valkyrie trading Discord. Within here you have an indicator, but you also have 15 active traders. Look down here, all these are traders pushing out alerts daily. If you look at the P&L gains, there's some massive gains here, 900%, 1000%, 29%, 31%. I could go on forever. There's constant trades getting pushed through this, so go ahead and check it out. Valkyrie Trading Discord in the description of this video. That's going to do it for today's video. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.